Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. My name is Plesio and today we're summoning on the Clockwork banner, which has Reginn, Fafnir, Nótt, and Dagr as a duo, and also Lyre. For this banner, I'll probably summon on all of the colors. I don't have any reason not to. They all have good fodder, but a lot of these fodders we've already seen before, like attack speed push, attack speed solo, swift sparrow. But then attack speed catch 3 would not be too bad, because if you have somebody with attack speed catch 4 and a different skill you want to fodder to them, you can just fodder off 3 and then that skill and all that. So I'm going to summon all the colors. I would like to get all of them, but the one I want the most is probably Dagr and Nótt. And no chances for Reginn in this circle, but that's okay. I'll probably go to the 40th summon, just so I can get a free unit. But I'm not sure. I mean, this banner is, I wasn't like too big of a fan of the previous book with Lyre and all of that. So it's not like I know a lot of people really like the characters, but like they didn't really stick out to me all that much personally. So like this banner isn't one that I'm going to go in super hard for, but I know some people are going to want to like plus 10 a few of these units. I would like to get them for the collection, but I'm not going to try and like plus 10 any of them or anything like that. And Natasha. So yeah, I don't know. What was the previous banner I summoned on? I don't remember. It was a legendary banner, right? Who was the most recent legend? Oh, it was legendary female Violet. That's right. That banner went pretty well for me, I think. But lately, I don't know how my luck has been. Like, it's sometimes good, it's sometimes mediocre. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But luckily, they gave us 5 free summon tickets. So that does save, what, 25 orbs or something like that? Which is actually pretty big. If I don't get any of the focus characters, I'll probably use my 40th summon on Nótt and Dagr. It's weird. I don't know. For me, I don't know why, like, obviously there's not really, like, we don't really see much of the good side of Fafnir, but I thought it was weird putting the evil side of Fafnir for this banner, because, I mean, there's not really any other side that we see of Fafnir, but he's, I don't know, I feel like they could have done like a redeemed Fafnir for this banner, but I haven't played the paralogue yet, so I don't know what all goes on in that, but I assume that he's still evil, just maybe not as evil as he was towards the end of the previous book 5, I think is the previous book, towards the end of book 5. Okay, nothing so far, really. 3.5%. I would like to get at least one Lyre, because I was thinking about foddering off attack speed catch 4 to somebody, but if I fodder off attack speed catch 3 as well, then I could use whatever other skill. I think it was, my summer, I have an extra summer Sheeta, and I think I was going to fodder off attack speed catch and flow refresh if I could. But if I don't get any Lyres, then I'm probably just not going to, I mean, I don't know, I'm still debating whether or not I should fodder off that extra Sheeta or not. Like, I've already turned them into a manual, so, oh, Nótt and Dagr. I still haven't figured out a good way of including both of the characters' faces for the thing on the left, right? On the right. So for now we're just gonna have Dagr's face. And what is your fodder? My sister Nótt is here too. HP defense. That's not too bad. Could be worse for sure. Bleh. Okay, so for now it's just going to be Dagr's face. Eventually I'll figure out how to include both of the faces for a duo. For now it'll just be the one though. I would like to figure that out though, because I like putting in both of the faces for a duo unit whenever I summon them. I usually do that until I changed the way I record these videos. Now I don't do it that way, but I want to try and do that again. I'll see if I figure something out. Probably won't be able to figure something out before the next duo. Well, I don't know, because this is... Whoops. We won't get another duo until next month, probably. And this is the first of the month, so I guess there's a chance that I'll be able to figure something out before then. Missed? I am not I'm not okay. I'm not opposed to this. I was gonna say I'm okay with this, and I'm not opposed to this. So I was about to, but I combined them, and I was about to say I'm not okay with this. But I am 100% okay with a missed because I've only summoned one before, and she's a 4-star special race, so it doesn't matter. Plus res, minus HP, so she'll probably get merged because she doesn't have anything for fodder. I don't think. Plus res, minus. Okay. Oh, she did get I didn't realize she got a refine. That's good, actually. Yeah, she has nothing for fodder. I guess miracle, but you may as well fodder off, I think it's Lucius has miracle. I don't know if he has it at 4-star, but I know he has it, and he's a 4-star unit. So you may as well just fodder off Lucius instead of Mist. Because you're more likely to get Lucius's than Mist, because Mist is a 4-star special rate and Lucius is just a 4-star. Although, I don't know what I was going to say, because I was going to compare the rates, but then I realized that the rates are actually very different and kind of hard to compare off the top of my head anyways. There was a bit of a delay there, so I thought we were going to get something. We just got Lara Shell. I wouldn't mind building a Lara Shell. I really need to work on building some cavalry units and maybe some armored units too. I normally build infantry and flyers because those are what the majority of the units I like are infantry and flyers. In my duels with Promise, we recorded that I think a day or two after the summer duels came out, but then I just couldn't find the time to edit it until this past week. So that's why it came out so much later than the summer duels were out. But in that, I realized that my teams were very not built for fighting somebody. Well, I didn't have much time to prepare because I had worked for the majority of the day before we recorded that. So I didn't have much time to prepare for it. I did have my Azuras, and I did have them mostly built, but I realized that there's going to be a lot of bow units in the battles I would be facing people in, so I probably should think of a way. I really want to give my new users a basically close reversal, but instead of close counter, it's distant counter. So I guess that would be distant reversal or whatever it would be called. So it's just distant counter. It would just be distant counter with +5 defense. And then I'd also give her Iot's shield, but we don't have that skill yet. We have distant, whatever it is that gives you resistance, but I want to try and make my New Year's Azura decent against bows. I don't know, she won't be able to, well, I guess, it's weird because I feel like guard bearing doesn't have much of an effect in Summoner Duels. Because there was the one matchup where Promise's unit just obliterated her without guard. Like, with guard bearing activated, it probably would have taken both of the shots since I think it was a Claude that doubled her. But guard bearing didn't activate for some reason. I mean, she's gonna die either way, but I don't know why it didn't activate, if it just doesn't work properly in Summoner Duels, or like kind of like I think Legendary Claude's Fallen Star ability. I think that's Legendary Claude. But yeah, I don't know. It might not work properly in Summoner Duels. So Quick Riposte wouldn't be the worst idea, because then even if they outspeed my New Year's Azura, she'll still be able to retaliate hitting twice. And then, ooh, Move Spell. I didn't have Move Spell. I'm not opposed to this either. Like, for this banner, I don't, like, super want the character, so I'm not really opposed to getting Pity Broken in a weird way. Like, normally you would be opposed to getting Pity Broken, but since I don't particularly, like, these characters aren't characters that have, like, really, like, fodder that I've been looking for, and they're not characters that, like, I've been wanting to summon, so, like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with these characters. They're just not, like, characters that I'm going after. And I already got Note and Dagger, so that was really the only character that I wanted from this banner. Plus HP, minus speed, right? Yeah. What does he have for fodder? I don't even know. Rally Up Attack Plus, AR Defense Res 4, which is actually really good for a tanky unit. And then Dragon Wall. Oh, and Domain of Flame, but that's not inheritable. What does this do? Oh, that's actually really good for a unit with a lot of resistance. Especially with AR Defense Defense Res 4. That's actually not too bad. An interesting Pity Break though, but I'm not really opposed to it. Could have been Fafnir though. Did I get 2 Bantus this circle? No, I got a Bantu last circle or something like that. Okay, we're at 30 summons. I didn't pay attention to... I think this past circle was the first circle I didn't have a ticket for. I didn't even notice. If I color sniped... Oh, another Note and Dagger. Okay, well, probably going to get a merge, depending on the IVs. I'm surprised that I've been able to keep up with the IVs and stuff on the side, because normally I don't do it right away. Plus res, minus defense. So probably going to get a merge. Oh, but neither of them have really good boons to merge for. What did they have? Attack speed's push and attack defense range. I guess attack defense range wouldn't be too bad. Wait, are they a flying unit? Oh, they are a flying unit. I could give attack defense rain to somebody, maybe. Maybe like my New Year's Azura. I don't know. I don't want to just give my New Year's Azura any like flyer skill if she won't be able to use it effectively, because then I could give this skill to somebody else who would use it more, use it better. Is this a flat 3% rate? I think it was. It was, because Moonspell just pity broke us in the past circle. Now can we get a Lyre or 2? Preferably more than 1, but could we get at least 1? Okay, Tanya. And, okay, this could be Lyre, or it could not be. Let's see. It's Chad, not Lyre at all. Nothing really I can relate between Chad and Lyre, except they're both colorless. But that's really the only thing. Laszlo. Okay. One more circle. Let's see. Is there anybody I would want to color snipe for? I could skip greens because I've gotten 2 dagger and notes. But I wouldn't mind, like, plus HP and plus resistance. Neither of those are good. So I wouldn't mind getting another one for plus attack or plus speed. Reginn I don't have. Really the only color I would skip at this point is green, because I have, but I'm not going to, because They're IVs. I don't have plus attack or plus speed, so I wouldn't mind getting another one that's potentially a plus attack or plus speed, merging, and then using the other one for fodder. Was that the only red on the circle? It was. So no Fafnir. Are we gonna... oh, I thought I clicked it. Are we gonna get a third Note and Dagr? Dagr and Note? Nope. 3-star. Ross. So who would I use my 40th summon on? Because unless Reginn is here, the only units I don't have are Reginn and Fafnir. Well, and Lyre. But Lyre's a 4-star focus, so I would rather use my 40th summon on somebody I don't already have. Or I could back out now. No, okay. I could back out now and then go for one more circle before the 40th summon. I don't really feel a need to. I'll probably go for Reginn, I think. I'd have to look at the units and their movement types again. Okay, no Lyre. That's unfortunate. Man, the 4-star focuses just don't typically come home for some reason whenever I summon. So Reginn is a horse blue mage with Canto through turns 1 through 4. And she's got crossbow attack. Fafnir is a cavalry red dagger with Canto. And then he's got a bunch of different skills. I don't know, I think I'm going to use it on Reginn, honestly. Yeah, I'll use it on Reginn. Even though I don't have Fafnir. I mean, I'm sure he'll show up eventually, but I'm not like... I would like to get a Fafnir, but oh well. He didn't summon, and if I got a Reginn, then I would have used it on Fafnir probably. Reginn, and as far as I'm aware, they're still neutral units, right? Whenever you use the 40th summon, unless I change that. But then you could get bad IV, so I guess it makes sense to just keep them for neutral, right? Oh, and she's in her mech still. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. And she's neutral. Okay. Can I use my thing on... Oh, no, I already used it on the trait fruit and form assault. Okay. Oh, I forgot to... There we go. Well, that is the end of my summoning video. I could do one more circle, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below how your summons went, if you even summoned on this banner. I know there's some people who are going for Fafnir a lot, so I hope that they got as many Fafnirs as they possibly could. And yeah, I didn't get a single Fafnir, but that's okay. He's not, like, he's not somebody that I probably wouldn't even use him that much anyways, even if I did get him. Maybe he is good because he's celebrating the coming of the new year with Asker. I don't know, I haven't played the paralogue yet, but maybe he is good. He's just got the crown on. It's just a redeemed Fafnir, I guess, with the crown. But yeah, that'll be the end of this. Let me know any thoughts you had down in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye!